Liam, did we ever tell you about what happened at the creek the other day?
Okay, so get this. So we were hanging out at the creek one day like we do all the time, conversing about the quality of fast food. I was saying how, honestly, I don't even know why they offer the McDouble without mac sauce. And Alex said, it's not even worth getting without it, honestly. I have to add it every time. I expressed how, I can't believe it costs an extra 30 cents just to make it edible. It's crazy. Alex agreed, saying, it's blatant theft, but I'm definitely down to get one right now. I turned to tell him, okay, yeah, I like the idea, let's go right now. But to my surprise, he was gone.
I wasn't as much gone as I was knocked off the edge. The next thing I saw was your smug face peering over the top going, Alex? As it turns out, my leg was broken, so Nick carried me over to a rock and laid me down. I was in a lot of pain, and Nick was being a really reassuring friend, saying, dude, you look really bad. And, bone is showing. That's not good. Comforting stuff.
Alex seemed to think it was my fault, claiming, you bumped me, dude, adamantly adding, you freaking bumped me. After assuring him with, I did not bump you and it's not my fault, but I will help you. He thanked me for my courage, and I told him that I was going to go find a splint, and the best thing he could do was to stay right here. Then I was off on an epic adventure to find the perfect splint for my fallen comrade. I searched high and far, exploring the darkest crevices and climbing the tallest trees, until I was certain I had found the biggest and best stick for Alex to use.
Knowing you probably ended up hanging upside down from some random branch.
Now you might be wondering why we didn't just call 911. Well, Alex was afraid to because he had a knife in his car, and since it was at the park, he was afraid the cops would notice and he would face some sort of consequences, even though no one would know or care.
Dude, they have a very strict zero tolerance policy on these sort of things, and I'm not comfortable with that.
Anyways, I returned with my magnificent splint, causing him to ask how I was able to find bamboo.
Bamboo? That doesn't even make sense. You came back to me with a twig proclaiming, look, I found you a splint. I'm like, yeah, perfect, that's gonna help. And you give some really lame excuse like, come on, man, there's no sticks around, it's hard. I made Nick go back to look for a real splint, and when we finally got one, it was time to get back on the trail. However, I soon realized that we weren't alone. I dove to the ground and swiftly maneuvered myself to a more strategic position.
See, I think you must have hit your head on the way down, because as we were walking, you randomly said someone's coming and then leapt into the bush.
I think I get it. You guys eventually got to the car as some cheesy 80s music played to a montage of you guys driving away, ending with a dramatic freeze frame.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I'd say it saved the day.
Not really. We just drove a few feet, pulled over to the curb, and then called an ambulance.
Pretty crazy, right?
I just don't care.